Good morning, everyone. This is day number 9 on the journey to the Billions Club. And yeah, just want to... Here's something I watched this morning and it showed up on my feed. And it was essentially these two guys who used to work for Mark Rober. And Mark Rober's, if you don't know him, he's a popular YouTuber. And these guys were making films, like movie trailers, as if their life was on Netflix. It was like a documentary series, and their whole goal is to, and then they showed the reactions of the YouTubers. So they did like they did Mark Rober, they did Ryan Trahan, they did Eric, and all to lead up to Mr. Beast. They wanted to make like an actual 2-hour movie of Mr. Beast, his life story up to this point. And so, hang on, let me get it off this. Get it off this stick here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, his life up to this point, and yeah, it was just inspiring, to see what they did, because they took risks, they took chances. Like one of the ones that went viral was Ryan Trahan, where they actually took a flight from Sydney, Australia to Austin, Texas, and they hired like a doppelganger of Ryan Trahan. They filmed the whole trailer, and then they even found a way to connect with Ryan Trahan. So it's just amazing the risk that they took to actually do it. And it reminded me of like Casey Neistat when he did those Nike commercials and it looked like a real Nike commercial, and then finally he actually landed a gig with Nike, right? So that's the thing, is you got to be willing to do so the idea that I have is, number one, for All About the Billions, the documentary series, is to, number one, partner with some already influential podcasters that have already interviewed successful business owners, people who have generated billions in value in their company and who are impacting billions of lives, and make like the pilot with them, and then also that will translate to the actual series, and so maybe it's not even have to be the actual person, but the whole idea with All About the Billions is to do a behind the scenes day in the life with some of these founders, and then at the same time share their journey of how they actually got to where they are, and to inspire the next generation of founders who are looking to build companies that are going to change the world and impact billions of lives and generate billions of value, and ultimately to create a network called the Billions Club, where it connects investors and founders all around the world, and also go behind the scenes of their day-to-day of the startup and what they're doing, right? So it allows you to see the true the rise of their success and what they're doing, and it also makes it easier for investors as well to see behind the scenes of, okay, these guys are for real, this is what they're doing. I'm more likely to invest in these guys because I see that what they're actually doing, the work that they're actually doing, and how genuine the culture is. Because when you're investing in a company, it's not just about, do the numbers make sense? It's about the team, it's about the culture, it's about the vision, how committed they are, and is this going to be a long-term thing that's going to last? And can I actually trust this team to execute, especially with the capital that I give them? Are they going to be good stewards of the capital? So yeah, that's an idea that I have today. So what I'm thinking is, on top of reaching out to a potential chairman, is collaborating with other podcasters around the world, in these 52 cities that have these founders, and maybe they've already interviewed some of these people, and share with them the project and idea, and launch the pilot with them, right? And then after that, maybe release it on YouTube. It doesn't have to be on Netflix or whatever. So to give access to people, even if they can't afford Netflix or Amazon or any of these streaming channels, right? And every YouTube is free, so this gives the opportunity for everyone to actually watch this. So yeah, those are some of my thoughts on what I'm going to be focusing on today. And yeah, maybe reach out to some of these founders first, people that already have the connections, the influence, and also the maybe the crew as well too, to do the documentary series, and to help film the first 3 episodes of the pilot. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on that. And yeah, well, I'll keep you guys. I'll share with you more about the journey about today. And as you know, I try to keep it interesting. And one thing I noticed about Casey Neistat, I've been studying him too. One thing he talks about in his vlogs is there's a setup, conflict, and then resolution. So right now I'm doing the setup for you guys. And then the conflict is obviously probably going to be where I reach out to these founders, and then the resolution. So let's see where that goes. All right, so these are the 52 cities that I've researched on ChatGPT that have tech innovation. As you can see here, these cities are known for strong startup ecosystems, tech innovation, and often have founders with $0 to $1 billion success stories. And so, going on with that idea, I also am going to research top business podcasters in this area that have that influence, who have already probably interviewed some of these success stories on their podcast. And essentially, you see here in North America, we have San Francisco, New York, Austin, Toronto, Vancouver, Los Angeles, Miami. In Europe, we also have, London, Berlin, Paris, Amsterdam, Stockholm. So obviously, some of these are in non-English speaking countries. And then also we got Africa here, we got Latin America, Oceania, like Australia, Melbourne, Auckland, and then South Asia, and then East Asia, Southeast Asia, Middle East, and then there's also some bonus cities here that are emerging hubs. And some of these cities I don't even know about, right? Like Tallinn in Estonia, yeah, and Amman in Jordan, Kigali in Rwanda, or in Accra in Ghana. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the top English-speaking countries. As you can see here, we're gonna go with we're here, United States, okay, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, and then branch from there, right? Just to start off with. And the podcast, the people that that they said to reach out with, this was the first list I came up with. I'm also gonna add to this list of my own of people that I know, and then I asked for a more refined list of people who are just like business podcasts or not just startups. So you guys obviously Reid Hoffman, who's founder of LinkedIn. Yeah, everybody knows Tim Ferriss. Hopefully, then we got Steve Bartlett, Diary of CEO, and then yeah, some of these people I don't even know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask, just collaborate with ChatGPT here to make some outreach. Start off with some cold emails, some DMs on LinkedIn, and then also potentially some phone calls to follow up. So I'll keep you guys on the journey in the process. One of the things I always do in AI and how it's helped me is not to just give it a prompt, but use the voice functionality here on the phone, tapping this little icon here beside the white voice, and just talk freely and give it context. And sometimes I would leave, I'd have like a 5 minute voice note on there, just openly expressing, and it might not catch all the words properly, but it'll get the summary of what I'm talking about, and allows me to express. And obviously there is a place and time where you really want to like type out some stuff and correct it, but there's also another time where you just want to have a conversation and express your ideas to actually be able to collaborate properly and brainstorm, and then you can edit it and refine it. And yes, ChatGPT will hallucinate at times, for sure, but it's a huge help. So I'll keep you guys posted on who I reach out to. One of the key things that I have to one of the things you're seeing here on this journey is like I'm pivoting, right? Because as I'm going along this process, I'm thinking, okay, what's going to be the best strategic way to actually execute on this project. And one of the people who was thinking of potentially investing in me, right now that he's considering about a $500,000 investment with for the Billions Club, is he's in South Africa, and he said that he was thinking, instead of me pitching filming a pilot series of 3 to 5 episodes and then pitching it to Netflix, um, there's going to be a lot of people who probably don't have access to Netflix or don't have one of these streaming platforms that they're paying for. Why not release it on a free platform? So I thought, yeah, why not? And I saw these guys I was telling you about, Sticks, um, where their goal is to create like the Social Network movie, but for the life of Mr. Beast, right? The Social Network was about Mark Zuckerberg's life at that time. The story behind Facebook and everything, a little bit controversial, and they want to make a movie like that, but for Mr. Beast, and they're going to release it on YouTube, right? A free platform. I thought, oh man, if these guys are willing to go that length and then release it on their YouTube channel, why not release All About the Billions on the YouTube channel, on YouTube as well, and collaborate with all these people who have this influence and success, with their channel already, and give them the opportunity to be the next Napoleon Hill of our generation, right? Who are interviewing these successful people and inspiring the next generation of founders. Because back in the day, where this idea came from was Napoleon Hill interviewed 500 of the richest people in North America, and none of that was documented in terms of like a video camera, or even we never got to see that. So imagine if we did get to see, right, those interviews and a day in the life of these people, right? What could we observe? What could we learn? And how much would that be? How inspiring would that be? And this is also giving, and the reason why I'm doing this as well is to show you also the process of me building this project and how it's iterating. And that's also the concept of the Billions Club too. Well, after this documentary series releases, um, and as it releases, I'm going to launch the Billions Club platform, and really it's going to give an opportunity for founders to, number one, be connected worldwide, to inspire one another, and then also to show their journey as well, right? So imagine if you got to see the behind the scenes of Amazon as it was building out, or any of these big companies, even OpenAI, even Google, even YouTube, any of these very large companies, Tesla, like seeing the backstory, just like a kind of like a vlog style documented series of like themselves. So I'm gonna use that for this platform. I'm gonna create that platform for founders to be connected, to inspire one another, and also make it easier for investors to really make sure that their investment is sound, because they can actually see behind the scenes of how these people act, the culture, what they're all about, and to see if it's a worthy investment. So I'll keep you guys posted on the journey here. And I look forward to keeping you guys updated on who responds, who gives me a thumbs up, a yes, because the whole goal here is to get these people to give me, even a soft commitment, or a heck yeah, or whatever, like a solid commitment, so that once we have this collaborative agreement, then I could approach probably, yeah, some investors, like, hey, look, I got these people who are agreeing to do this. That's our access to the people who are going to be part of the documentary. And then I also have a way to facilitate to de-risk any investor capital as well. So through my through my partners, through my family office partners that I have access to, and also some private banking partners that I have access to. So pretty much everything's aligning right now for this to happen. So I'll keep you guys posted, and we'll see you on the next part of the journey. And this might not be the last part of the video here, but I'm at least sharing with you where I'm at right now and the progress. All right, everyone, just last little wrap-up talk here, and I just want to share that I did message a few podcasters, just a few in America right now. I sent 5 emails to founders. One was Masters of Scale, Reid Hoffman's podcast. I did also Lewis Howes. I also did School of Hard Knocks, and a couple other people as well. So I will keep you guys posted on if there's any responses to any of those people. So I know I did 5. I know that was just a small thing, But one of the things that I had to break through today was just yeah, there was some, once it's hard to get started, but once you get started, you get the ball rolling, then you build momentum. And I think that's one of the key things that I had to really break through. Is I had, I still, have family and other things that I'm doing outside of this as well, that I'm doing with the Billions Club. So yeah, so in between, it's like, man, when I have a little bit of time, sometimes I stall, and that's why I felt like I was like kind of hesitating to reach out to these people. But then once I broke through and I got started, then I was able to send at least 5 just to get the ball rolling. I know once I get the ball rolling, just like with this daily vlog, then momentum starts to kick in. So yeah, if you guys are anybody else that that would be great to be part of this movement that I'm starting, whether it's being one of the people who are going to be interviewing, or you're an investor who wants to invest, to be part of the founding members of the Billions Club, shoot me a message. My email is below in the description. And also, if you want to contribute to the launch of the Billions Club as well, there's also a link below as well. So look forward to connect with you and continuing to share the journey. Oh, and also, as my daughter always says, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video as well if you guys want to be part of also making an impact that way, because definitely the more people we reach, the more people that knows about this, the more lives we can truly impact in this world.